Let's discuss the variety of color zones in the sky. And this would be on an average day with no clouds in the sky, and this being our ground plane. So there's a definite gradation in the sky, and it's very important to observe that and to utilize that in landscape painting. So the first zone is right at the horizon, and it's a very thin zone. The first couple are very thin zones. That first one right here is a gray-violet red, and that would be attributed to dust in the sky and in the atmosphere. Then the one right above it is, the next one up is an orange-red zone, then a yellow-orange zone, and you notice these start getting thicker as we go up. And then the next one is a yellow-green zone, then a green-blue, and then a blue-violet. And that will give us what is referred to as the dome of the sky. And so we'll start with a gray, violet, red, and I'm going to add my. You can't see them because the pigments that I'm going to use, the colors I'm going to use for this demo, are yellow ochre, ruby red, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, and viridian. So this can also be done with a very simple palette of a three color of a yellow ochre, a rose, and a cobalt blue. But for the sake of this one, I'm going to use a little more expanded palette. So first of all, I'm going to mix up my gray, violet, red, and that is going to be some of the ruby, some of the viridian for my violet, and this would be approximately in this range right here. Maybe a little bit of warmth to it with some yellow ochre. And a little bit more. Okay, it'd be more in this range right here. And again, it's a very thin line of this violet, a warmish violet, like so. Then we'll go to the orange red, and with that, for that, I'll mix it out, the same pile. So I'm going to go to and these are going to be slightly exaggerated for the sake of this. Would be in this range, maybe a little bit lighter. Orange red. Like so. Then the next is a yellow-orange. Use more yellow ochre and lighten that up. Let's see where we are here. Yeah, about right there, a little bit lighter. And all I do is add yellow ochre to this orange red. In this range, you see it's a little bit broader stripe, if you will. Then we'll go to the yellow-green, and I'll use more yellow ochre. And for this, I'm going to use, I'll get into my cobalt blue and yellow ochre. Actually, I should have used a little bit of viridian and yellow ochre. A little bit more viridian. And it'll be a little bit more neutral at the bottom right here. And it will get lighter as it gradates upwards. A little bit more. These are very subtle gradations. Then we go to the green-blue. Be in this range. And it would gradate that upwards also with a little bit more viridian into the cobalt. And like so. Then as we move into this the topmost zone, it is going to be more violet blue, so we'll go with our ultramarine blue. As I said in the beginning, this is exaggerated. It's for the purposes of illustrating these different zones of color zones in the sky. Now we can start pulling these together. So you get a better idea of how this would gradate. More in that range. And paint all over my fingers. And again, this is a slight exaggeration. It's it's going to be lighter as it goes up with the yellow green in here. to be more of what we'd be looking for. So now if we had, for instance, a mountain shape in here, then the sky is going to start, that gradation is going to start right here in the yellow green and go upwards to the zenith up here. And so anything that's going to block this first layer, this would be like standing at the on the ocean and looking out to sea, and you get it's very noticeable. You get this real thin blue-gray layer right here, and then the sky gets warmer as it moves upwards, and you get into some of those more of those gradations. So I hope this helps everyone understand that gradation, those different zones of color in the sky when you're painting them, and utilize it, because it really helps create that effect of the dome of the sky.
Hi, I'm Skip Whitcomb. I'll be conducting a mentoring course on color harmony. In over 40 years of teaching, color seems to be one of the biggest mysteries. We'll be able to spend a year together developing a reliable foundation for making harmonious color decisions. There are certain irrefutable truisms in painting. One is the fewer colors used, the stronger and more harmonious the statement. Economy of color equals clarity of intention. Respected painters, past and present, understood this concept and have employed it in one form or another. We will explore the power of a limited palette, calculating progressive sequences of 3 to 6 colors, referred to as harmonic chords, and explore how to select the best color set to serve our concept. The goal is to give each artist a reliable foundation for making color decisions, for developing personal expressions of color. Hope to see you in the course.